and welcome to this week's episode.
Had a little slip up there.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Team Talk. I'm your host, Wes.
And I'm your co-host, Russ.
And tonight we're going to be going over our picks for UFC 315.
Yes.
Now, I usually start with mine, and I give you the most unprepared and cattywampus of things that make absolutely no sense at all. And then we go on to the one who has the most information, which is probably why you all watch, the one who isn't the executive producer. Now, this week, I have a new plan. Not a different way of doing the show, but a better strategy, if you will. Let's get into that. Now, UFC 315, Bilal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. I have 3 picks for one good parlay, a decent parlay. You can put more than a $10 bill on this, and I'll tell you why. The odds are very low. I'm sorry. The odds are very high that this is going to hit. Navajo Sterling versus Ivan Erslan. Navajo Sterling is minus 310. Erslan is plus 250. I think that Navajo Sterling's going to get it done. I think he's going to get it done within the time clock. I think it's not going to go to the decision or anything like that. It's not going to go the distance, in my opinion. But I'm not picking that. I'm picking Navajo Sterling to get it done at minus 310. That's my first pick. My second pick is Jasmine Jasudavicius. Minus 310 again. She's going against Jessica Andrade. Plus 250. Well, I'm picking Jasudavicius, as hard as that is to pronounce, at minus 310. That's my second pick. Alexa Grasso is plus 205 going against Natalia Silva, minus 250. Natalia Silva is going to out-wrestle Alexa Grasso. Alexa Grasso is getting on up there in age, and I don't think she can do it anymore. Give me Natalia Silva at minus 250. And that's a 3-bet parlay right there. And if you want to add one more to it, one more to make this a little bit worth the bang for your buck, Jose Aldo at minus 198 versus, how do you say this name? How do you say it? You've got it written down. I can't read my own handwriting.
I don't know. Eamon Zahabi?
Zucchini.
No.
Zahabi at plus 164. Jose Aldo did lose his last fight, but he didn't get taken down. He got held up against the fence. His takedown defense is amazing.
Yeah, he did it against the former champ, or the champ.
Did it against the champ, everything. I don't think that Jose Aldo is going to go down without a fight with this one. He's not going down at all. Give me Jose Aldo at minus 198 for a parlay. $10 will get you $36.85. It's not going to get you a whole 50. Now, if you put $50 on it, let's say you go out on a date, with a lady. This used to be my strategy. You go out on a date, you got to get them ones that, it doesn't matter who you go with. Just swipe on Tinder, okay? And find one that just don't look the best. She ain't been out with a man in a long time. So, hey, baby, you want to make $250? And they say, why would you, doing what? You say, I'm going to send you a link. You bet 10 on this, on Curry to get a 3 or something. And then you get 250 to bet. And you just get your money back on that Curry 3 because I know he's going to hit a 3, 2 threes or whatever. And you get that money. And they say, ooh, this sounds fun. Gambling. Let's watch sports ball. Then you get that $50 bonus bet. You can put it on there. $50 gets you 184. Now, here's the big bugaboo with Bilal Muhammad and JDM. We're going to get to that after we go over Russell's picks, because this is some far out there Alex Jones conspiracy level stuff that's going to warp your brain into believing something that you didn't already believe before you turned on this show. Get your tinfoil hats ready while he's talking, because you don't have enough tinfoil to really set in how drastic this is going to be. This is going to get deep. Russ, take it away.
Why, thank you, Wes, for passing it on to me there. I appreciate that. So for my picks here,
we're sorry we don't have our microphones today. It may be a little bit grainy on the audio. We apologize.
That's because he didn't charge him.
I didn't charge him.
Anyway, so as usual, main card picks is what I always do. Now, I just want to say this again. This is a DraftKings thing. We are not sponsored. And also, these are our picks for ourselves. You don't have to go with these picks, but if you want to go with these picks, you can. You want to add a pick, take a pick away, more than happy to do so. Here we go. I'm choosing Benoit over Kyle. Obviously, it's a really big odd, minus 1,100. So, obviously, we're going to go with that. I'm picking Natalia over Alexa, just like he is. I'm picking Eamon. I do like Jose Aldo, though. There is another pick that I'm having on the side that I am going to pick Jose Aldo on, but I'm picking Eamon just for this one. And then we got Valentina, my bad.
Another thing on that Jose Aldo, in the beginning of the research I've been doing, I was hesitant for that. So if you're hesitant as well and you don't have it to put up, just don't put them on there. Some bets need to be skipped.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah. You don't have to. Like I said, you don't have to go with our bets. You can take a bet off and just put 4 or 3. It doesn't matter. We're just going off of what we pick. Valentina, current champion right now. I'm going with her, and then I'm also going with Muhammad. Now, I've done research on Jack, the guy that's going up against Muhammad. Great striker. I mean, he's dominated a lot of people, not even in the UFC, but also just his knockouts are insane. That's why I also have another pick that I'm probably going to pick him too. But I'm going with this because you just never know, right? If you bet $10 on all those picks, you will get $306.04. Now, I'm just going to throw this. Let's just say you pick those 4, and then the Benoit one. We're going to go with the Benoit one real quick. Let's just say you wanted to pick Kyle just for the fun of it. If you just had $10 to spare, you would get, if you
think Monster specifically, do you think Monster specifically sponsors him? Gives him money to wear the Monster t-shirts?
Who?
Just like they do Sean Strickland and stuff? Kyle. Imagine your name being Kyle, being in the UFC, and they give you a Monster when you win. And then you go punch a hole in your wall because your stepdad's making love to your mom too loud in the next room.
If you pick Kyle, so if you pick Kyle with all these picks that I have, you will get $2,244.31. If all of these win with Kyle.
Okay, but what's the odds of Kyle getting it?
Oh, it's plus 700. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, that's not even worth it.
But you never know, do you, people?
You never do know.
That's why I'm going with Benoit, right? With my main pick. But if you just decided you just wanted to change it just for the fun of it, just I got an extra $10 to put another parlay down. You get $2,000. You might get it, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I was lucky one time. Remember? This was playing. I was doing Super Bowl.
Yeah, tell the story.
Yeah. I was betting randomly on the Super Bowl. I was like, I'm just going to choose maybe 3 ending scores. So I chose, I was with my buddy Alan, and we were watching Super Bowl together, and, I had him choose one and all that stuff. And the one he chose, I was like, all right, I'll pick that one. And I picked this one. And then, it hit. Got about $1,200 out of it.
Calls me immediately.
I call him Dude, I won $1,200.
I didn't hear it at first. I'm like, what's going on?
But it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, after that, and it was on a different betting site. It wasn't DraftKings, unfortunately.
Was it FanDuel?
Yeah, it's FanDuel.
We do use DraftKings and FanDual,
Yeah.
but all the odds that we get for this show
Is
all
DraftKings.
comes for DraftKings.
Which we're not sponsored yet,
The crown is yours.
but we will one day.
However, another thing that I will tell you, if you want to shop for odds, you can do odds shopping. And what odds shopping is, if people here don't know, I'm thinking there's probably people that just say, "Oh yeah, I got DraftKings. I'm betting on the UFC and these guys or whatever." Odds shopping, you can take a parlay. Say you put your parlay in and it's plus 100 odds. You could put that same parlay in on DraftKings. It might be plus 120. You never know. So you might have a better time going to DraftKings making that little bit extra money. Usually it's around the same, but one may be higher than the other given the circumstances or given the day. You never know. It's like that with basketball, football, baseball, everything. But everything we do is through DraftKings because they usually have the best odds with the UFC, and they do also have more of a sponsorship with the UFC. That it's on there earlier. There's more lines for it. You can do different things, so it just makes so much more sense. The best place to bet UFC, in my personal opinion, is usually DraftKings.
Now, it's time to go over this real quick before he goes on to his thing. Video game odds, as usual. UFC 5 prediction. And I'm kind of going this on my phone because I forgot to put this in, so I'm just going to tell you as it go. The only people that I got on there was Valentina, that fight, and the Muhammad fight, because those are the only 4 fighters on there that I could do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Valentina won twice, and then Muhammad won twice, of course. Now, if you chose them two, just them two, for $10, you get $33.62. That's what you get, right, for $10. Now, I'm going to clear this for a second, and I'm going to do this with you guys here. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do the method of victory as the game does it.
Okay.
Right? So here's what we're going to do. Valentina, she won round 2 and round 3 by a right hook. Same, like literally just a right hook both times. A knockout TKO. Okay? So if we go to the method of victory here, knockout, Valentina to win by knockout TKO, plus 900 odds, by the way. Damn. So we got that. It's the method of victory. Let's see. Could probably put the round. Oh wow, put the round in there. What should I say? 2 or 3? Pick one. Which one? 2 or 3? 2.
Never go with.
We're going 2. So actually, take that out here. So round 2 by knockout, TKO, or DQ. Right? We're gonna go with that. So far, it's $360 for $10. Right.
Golly.
This is just video game odds. You don't have to do it.
Yeah, he's going up
again.
He's it's for fun. The video game.
It's for funsies. It's for funsies. Now Muhammad won twice. He won round 4 with a knockout, and then he won round 3 with a knockout. So, what should we choose? Round 4 or 3?
4 would have the most likelihood because they're both going to be more tired.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, just video game funsies. If you bet $10 on this game, like the game statistics, if you bet round 4 with Muhammad and you bet Valentina with, I think, what we'd say, round 2. Yeah, round 2. $10 gets you $16,560. That is how much you will get if that happens.
What if you just put like $1 on it?
Put $1? Let's go. We could do that. Let's go with $1 here. If you put $1, you get $1,656. So if you don't want to waste $10, just put $1 on it.
Yeah, put you good old
right?
George.
That's pretty good. George Washington.
Yep,
that's right.
He wrote the Emancipation Proclamation.
And we'll just go with this too. If you would like to put Honest Abe on there, if you want to put Honest Abe, Abraham Lincoln, you get $8,280. By the way, guys, if you got a $2 bill, and I mean a $2 bill, a random $2 bill, you can
Who was on the face of the $2 bill?
I don't remember. Do you know? I don't remember those faces, unfortunately. $3,312 for $2. So that is, and just letting you all know, I'm going to be placing that bet in for funsies.
Right. Place it now before the line moves.
Yeah. So
also another thing, the things we're telling you right now, look, it is it's 1:36 a.m. and it's the 8th right now. It is the second hour of the day on Thursday.
Yep.
This is the lines as of now. Fight is in 3 days. So the lines do change.
They do.
That's why put those notifications on. Whenever you see us pop up, you can see our picks. Are we always right? No. Is anybody ever always right? No. Are we ever right, though? Yes. I have been right about some stuff. He's been right about some stuff. And we do have fireworks.
Yeah.
So, now, are you ready, Russell?
Mm.
Are you ready for the tinfoil hat conspiracy? Put my hood on so that, I don't have my tinfoil hat, but the government doesn't need to read my thoughts when I say this. JDM is going to be the new champion, welterweight division in the UFC.
Mm.
This Saturday at about 12 something in the morning. Okay? Here's why. The UFC is taking a huge loss in the pay-per-views of this fight and the seating, the gate. This is probably going to be one of the lowest gates out there. If you go and you look at the tickets, where they buy the tickets, this stadium is like almost empty. There's nobody's wanting to see this crap. Nobody likes Bilal Muhammad. He's boring. He sucks. He's not entertaining. He doesn't finish people. He's not a champion that people want to see. He is literally the opposite of Alex Pereira as a champion. So, here's my thoughts. Now, it goes deeper. Let me get to that first. Bilal Muhammad, where's Bilal Muhammad from? Palestine. Palestine is where he's from. He came out holding up a Palestinian flag. Everyone got very upset. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people did. I think that if you represent a country, then you should carry your flag of that country. That's the country you represent. That's where you hail from. That's great. I have no issue with it, but a lot of people did. Why? Because a certain place is at war with Palestine. Okay? I'm not going into that. I'm not going into it, but some people who are from a certain place that might be at war with Palestine are also the owners of the UFC. There's a possibility in a conspiracy theory world that a conspiracy theorist would tell you that I'm totally not, and I'm totally not claiming anything crazy. There's a possibility that somebody says, hey, judges, if it goes to split decision, we don't want Bilal Muhammad to win. It'd be best in your favor to not let Bilal Muhammad win. Okay, owners of the UFC, makes sense. They also, the fight matchup. What's the record of JDM?
He's 17-2.
17-2 versus what?
24-3.
24-3. And a 10-year age gap, almost.
Mm.
Yes. So, the experience is nearly the same. Pretty much. I mean, yeah, Bilal Muhammad's got more fights, but he's just been doing it way longer. Which means he's way older. Whenever he fought Edwards, did you watch him fight Edwards?
I think I watched that.
Okay. He fought Edwards Edwards did rock him a few times. Edwards did good. He could have gotten beat. There was a lot of times he could have gotten beat, but he didn't get beat because he crotch sniffs a lot. JDM wants to be a champion. He's got a lot going for him to where he's trained for this. He said, hey, I got to train for the stuff that he does. One thing he's good at is wrestling. That's all he does. Have you ever seen Bilal Muhammad throw a punch?
I've seen him. But yeah, he usually does submissions and grappling a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, yeah, he can throw a punch. I get it. And he says that he can box like Canelo. If Bilal Muhammad can box like Canelo, you know what?
I don't know about that.
I can kick like Pereira. Yeah. Yeah, I can throw a switch kick straight to your dome. I mean, I can, but, you know, not in the fashion that Pereira does it.
Probably not as hard either.
Yeah, not as hard.
Yeah.
I was watching that with you. That was one of the most amazing moments of my life, and I remember it.
What? Which one?
The switch kick to Yuri Prohaska's head.
Ah.
Yep. Yeah.
What a great moment.
So beautiful. I cried. I did cry. No, I didn't cry. It was cool though. So yeah, the odds are in JDM's favor. Not only because I genuinely believe he's going to win, but also the judges are on his side because they're being paid to be for the greater good. What do you think of that? Oh, also the entertainment aspect. People don't want Bilal Muhammad as a champion. He's boring, and he don't like his episode on Joe Rogan was like one of the least viewed episodes of a UFC fighter ever, if not the. I don't know what the lowest viewed one is, but that one actually might be. I'll tell you what else didn't get a lot of views was the Jordan Peterson episode that happened. You know why? Jordan Peterson sucks, and he's stupid. Mm-hmm. Yes, he's a shill for foreign entities.
I would put it on the low. Put it on the low. He's getting way too into it now. We're on sports mode and DraftKings mode. He's going way off now. This is what happens when the mind takes over.
And
cut it off.
I do need to cut it off because when I get like this, my voice gets scratchy, and I start talking like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You'll never defeat the human spirit.
Do we have anything else? UFC sports related.
Oh, yes. Go to the Instagram. We do have an Instagram page. We post a lot on there. No, we don't. Post stories, stuff like that. Nutrock shared me. Y'all know who Nutrock is? One of the best MMA pages out there. Nutrock. Yeah, got a Cain Velasquez picture on the thing. It's my boy. Or it's my girl. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I just know it's a page. It's cool, though. Nutrock shared me. Someone commented and said, the nut sent me. Yeah. The nut sent this man. Yeah, I post some good stuff on there. We might be having another episode here after this one. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, and comment. And we'll see you in the next one. God bless.